Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm sorry there's not going to be a Horde every night video today. We ran into some issues with recording. Now, I do have Friday's video recorded, and that will be edited and up on Friday, so don't worry about that. But I did want to bring some type of video today, and I've been meaning to talk about the recent updates for the new 2.0 release for 7 Days to Die, and I figured, hey, we don't have the normal Horde every night today, so let's go and quickly do this and not take up too much of your time. So let's just go ahead and jump in right to it. Now, on May 8th, the 7 Days to Die, or the Fun Pimps, they released an update here stating the Storms Brewing 2.0 update is still getting polished and bugs fixed. In the meantime, here is a work in progress video of a desert sandstorm and a plague spitter encounter. Now, I'm gonna go ahead, make this big, and let's just go ahead and watch it from here. So we see that the adventurer survivor is going through the desert. We have a storm going on, and there's a zombie right there, just kind of creepily walking along, and then looks like he sneezes, spits, or whatever. And we have the plague, a swarm of like locusts or something just coming after us, and it could track us, so it's not like a single shot like what the cop is. Now, my first thought is, will we get this zombie during Horde Night? And if so, would it only be if our base is built in the desert, or would it be anywhere in the game? Because I mean, this could be interesting, you know, having them kind of stand back from you, shooting this locust at you. And if you have a couple of them coming after you, and if they don't get close enough to hit, you're going to have to shoot them or use your turrets or something to take them out. So it can be very interesting depending on the route they go, or maybe they just don't show up in the Horde, but I find that hard to believe. I would imagine they would have this zombie in the Horde some way or another, so I'm really looking forward to see how they implement the Plague Spitter and the Hordes. But let's go ahead, jump into the next update. So the next update here we did get on the 14th of May, so 2 weeks ago from today, and they stated, don't get caught in a hot ember storm. The Storms Brewing 2.0 update is coming along nicely with a little more work to be done. Stay tuned. And now in this video, which we'll screen it again, start from the beginning, we see the survivor, this time first person view. They are going along and they are beating up a burnt zombie. Now the quality there's because my internet, it wasn't on the game, but yes, so we can see them going through the burnt forest. We have the ember particles floating all around. Now it looks really nice because it doesn't look like it's really impacting the performance, but you know, we really won't know much about that till, you know, players get in game, test out, see how it does. You know, is it okay now because, you know, you're in the middle of a field, you're not in a city, you know, could it be worse in a city? Who knows? But I'm just taking it for face value. It looks like it's not impacting the performance. It looks great. I love the black smog around the screen. So this is really cool. I am excited to see what all they do with this, what else they've added to the burnt forest. And going back to the whole Horde Night thing, I think it'd be cool having a Horde base here, fighting zombies with just fire embers flying around everywhere. It would make it very dramatic. But let's go ahead, check out the next update. Now, this is the most recent update we received, which is on May 26th, so 2 days ago. And they stated, Happy Memorial Day. Here is the new Frostclaw coming to the Storms Brewing update. Can you guess what his special behavior is? Stay tuned for the 2.0 dev stream and experimental dates we are announcing soon. Now, the picture here with this zombie, could we even call it a zombie? Honestly, it looks like a Yeti or, you know, some other creature, but regardless, it's cool. You know, I'm very interested to see what this, you know, zombie will do. Obviously, it's going to be based in the snow biome, which I wish we would have gotten a video with this so we could kind of see its behavior, how it's moving, and then also kind of like how the snow biome looks. But there's probably a reason they didn't do that. Either they didn't want to give away the secrets of this new zombie slash creature, or maybe it's just not ready to be shown yet. And also, I am sure that this will show up in a Horde Night, but same thing with the Plague Spitter. Is it going to be only in the snow biome, or could it be anywhere? If it's only specific to the snow biome, that could really give, you know, people the incentive to make bases in different biomes to experience the different special zombies they're releasing. Now, I will note, I have not seen any information about any updates to the Wasteland. So I don't know if they're saving that for the dev stream that's coming out soon, or if they're going to release another little, you know, preview over Twitter. But I want to see what they do there, but I'm just happy with what we got now. Going to the question, can you guess what his special behavior is? I've seen two different comments on this post. The first one, which you can go see on the right, is the special behavior is Frost Breath. And they said, good guess, survivor. I don't know if that's them confirming it is or saying, oh, that's a really good guess. They're not saying yes or no. However, based off what the Plague Spitter does, I wouldn't be surprised if, they make this creature zombie shoot Frost Breath. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. Now, if we want to go the route of, okay, Plague Spitter, it spits out a plague, the locust, so they're kind of playing into the name. The name of this one here is a Frost Claw. So that makes me think, all right, is it going to be a special attack like with the claw, but it's going to be like a frost type of attack or something? If you want to go that route, it could be that. But honestly, Frost Breath probably more likely. Someone else did say, which I thought would be pretty cool, is if the zombie was out during a snowstorm, it would come camouflaged. So it would make it really dangerous, hard to find, and it could really ramp up the intensity of playing in the snow biome. That comment is right here. So all three comments I would talk about are all in a row. The last comment I would talk about here was someone asking, will June be the month? And they did reply stating yes. So in June, we should be getting the dev live stream, followed by, which they do every single time, it's a streamer weekend. They will select streamers who apply to get early access. Those streamers will be able to stream the game over the weekend just so they can see like how it plays, if there's any bugs or anything. And then typically the week after that weekend is when we get the release for everyone to play the experimental. They have not provided a date for us. They said they will do that on the live stream. In my mind, I'm just going to keep thinking it's going to be the end of June, because I don't want to think it's going to be early or mid, because we know how it is with the dates. They have things that come up they did not foresee. So it could be, they want to shoot for early June, but there's a bug that comes out. They find it over streamer weekend, so it pushes it out. So I'm gonna keep in my mind the end of June. If it's earlier, awesome, I love it. But end of June will be my thought. What do you think? When do you think the experimental version of 2.0 will drop? What are you most excited for with this update? Is it the Frost Claw, the Plague Spitter, the Burnt Forest? Or are you really excited for what they're gonna do with the Wasteland? But let me know down in the comments below what you think and any predictions you have for this. Again, Friday, we will have the normal Hordes Every Night video back out. Again, I do want to apologize for not being one today, but I got this video here. I want to get something out to you. Don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Hope you did enjoy this brief little update. If you did enjoy it, feel free to like as well as subscribe, because we will have more content of 7 Days to Die coming your way, and I will catch you in the next one.